It was all very familiar. Millions of Americans glued to their televisions, waiting to hear the fate of O.J. Simpson. But it was 2 decades later, 2 decades after Simpson was acquitted of murder charges in the trial of the century. Today, the question was whether Simpson would be granted parole after serving 9 years in a Nevada prison in an unrelated case, an armed robbery in Las Vegas. Here's John Blackstone with the verdict.
Mr. Simpson, I do vote to grant parole when eligible, and that will conclude this hearing.
Thank you.
His relief was obvious. O.J. Simpson, now 70 years old, would soon be free on parole.
It was a serious crime, and there was no excuse for it.
The hearing via video conference lasted more than an hour as commissioners asked Simpson how prison had changed him.
Are you humbled by this incarceration?
Oh, yes, for sure.
While expressing regret, he insisted it was others who decided to bring guns. The day in Las Vegas, they robbed 2 memorabilia dealers of items Simpson believed had been stolen from him.
I'm no danger to pull a gun on anybody. I never have in my life. I've never been accused of it in my life.
One of the dealers robbed that day, Bruce Fromong, told the parole board Simpson had served enough time.
This is a good man. He made a mistake.
He truly is remorseful.
Simpson's oldest daughter, Arnell.
And we just want him to come home so that we can move forward for us, quietly.
I'm not a guy who lived a criminal life. I'm a pretty straight shooter.
But hanging over the hearing was the accusation in 1994 that Simpson had brutally murdered his ex-wife, Nicole, and her friend, Ron Goldman.
I've always thought I've been pretty good with people, and I've basically spent a conflict-free life.
One of the least self-aware moments that I've ever heard.
Law professor Lori Levinson.
Now, there are a lot of things you might say about O.J. Simpson, and you might even say, well, that acquittal was fair, but to say that he's led a conflict-free life, I don't think so.
Simpson will remain in prison until at least October 1st. He said he wants to return to Florida, where he lived before his Nevada conviction, but parole officials in both states must agree. Anthony?
John Blackstone outside the prison in Lovelock, Nevada.